Good afternoon. It's Monday, October the 12th. It's a damp and cold autumn day, but I've made my way back out to the reading nook with another parcel. This one is from the Mothership Arts Council, so I do know what's in this. So let's find my way into this. See. Oh, it's not typically. Get it from the right end. There we go. So let's open that up. And looking wrapped in red. Tissue paper. Rather than bubble wrap. Okay, so I have the Thundercroft, which I believe I've already opened, and I've definitely reviewed that. So that's the Bastionland Arts Council's ongoing fanzine. Yeah, so I've read through this and I have definitely reviewed that, so I won't talk about it today. What I will talk about is this. This is from Tuesday Night Games, who publish most notably Mothership, which is a science fiction horror game in the vein of Aliens and the science fiction of Alien and Alien, and basically it's science fiction is blue collar like that of Outland. It's fairly sort of workmanlike and grungy, and space is it's a place to work and live rather than be somewhere to sort of be amazing as such. But this is Dissident Whispers. It's an anthology of 58 original RPG adventures made by a diverse international collective of creators in support of the Black Lives Matter movement, and all proceeds go to bail funds. Included titles include Mothership, MÖRK, Borg, Troika, Bastionland, DCC, Dungeon Core Classics, 5th edition, BX, so basically basic expert, Trophy Gold, Mausritter, and system agnostic adventures. It's in collaboration with the Winter Collective. Okay, so what we've got in the back, it says, the cries of the few become the whispers of many. Those whispers become shouts, those shouts become action. We weep together out of sadness, out of fear, out of anger, but not in submission. Together today we stand together stronger than ever, fragmented voices becoming one. We will be heard, the Whisper Collective. So there's a lot in here. Let's have a look. So it's a system agnostic. So we have, for example, an agnostic adventure, a herd of beautiful wild ponies running across the plains, the RPG. There we go. So it's just in just lots of things to dig into. Sort of like you're going, what the hell is that? Gradkill, the citadel that crawls, basically a scorpion-shaped sort of like dungeon, I suppose you would call it. Again, probably work with all your OSR titles. Let Them Sleep On, horror shop one-shot game. Just keep flipping my way through this. So you've actually got they're not agnostic. So essentially, what you've got Mother Skull Crab's Vault, a system neutral mid-level jungle adventure. Okay, so that's what it looks like. But essentially, what they mean by that sort of thing is really kind of adaptable to the mechanics of your choice. They're really sort of talking to the OSR as much as anything else. You know, essentially in the stylings and the maps and so on. So yeah, I think so. Obviously, yeah, that screams sort of Dungeons and Dragons, that sort of style. I'm not saying it's specifically for Dungeons and Dragons, but it's certainly looking that way. Just basically lots of system agnostic content. Again, it's just going to appeal to particular audience. I've got adventures for Mothership, Emerald Horizon, again using that kind of cramped, sort of like really busy fussy layout, computer graphics layout that Mothership kind of uses. No, that's not a criticism, particularly. It's a certain style, and it gets across as sort of like the technology you would get with the computer technology in the late 70s and early 80s, very bitmappy and so on. And so multiple adventures for Mothership here. So if you like that role-playing game, then you know this is just worth it for that. I mean, I think there are about 6 or 7 here, and more. Just flicking your way through. And we get more adventures for MÖRK Borg, which is the Scandinavian, basically death metal fantasy role-playing game. So yeah, basically we've got like a murder dungeon, good old-fashioned murder dungeon there. Yeah, I mean that's just that layout just screams MÖRK Borg. The use of the heavy yellow, the black, the weapons and so on. Yeah, it's and basically these are just like one-page. Basically 2-page spread adventures. We've got adventures for basic expert rules. Raid on Fort Frogleo. I'm not quite able to read that quite correctly. Not really very happy with that mapping there. But you know, it's an anthology. You're going to get the good with the bad, and everything's going to be perfect. But there's lots of stuff. Adventures for other systems as well. And this is sort of like has a very sort of almost not quite fanzine-like, fanzine-like quality because of its the variety, the variety in terms of its styles and layout and so on. So yeah. There's a lot in here that people can dig into and bring to their games. So yeah, like, for example, the Crumbling Carbine Ruins, an adventure location for Mausritter. Okay, which basically is a role-playing game of mouse adventures. So you have lots and lots of stuff in here, as I keep saying. There's an awful lot in here. The artwork's a good mix of artwork, content, especially for the OSR. But if you're looking for a book of sort of anthology of good adventures, then this probably looks like a really good choice. So, Dissident Whispers, I will review it in due course. It's there on the pile. I will add it to my list today. Thanks for watching another unboxing video. This one has been a bit longer because there's a bit more to talk about in this one because there's so many different things in it. Okay, so I will be back soon with another unboxing video. Probably not as long as this one, and probably dependent upon the weather, of course, it being autumn and damp. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you next time for another interesting parcel. Bye now.